Welcome to episode 228 of Clarity Compressed. My name is Paul J. Daly. I will be your host. And today we're going to talk about why no one else is going to do it for you. Not a single person.
Let the good times roll.
This is Clarity Compressed.
All right, it has been a really great week. Spent some time last week at an auto dealer convention with a lot of dealers and their families. Such an awesome family organization, but also got to spend some time with my family. And coming back to work sometimes after a trip, you get some fresh eyes and fresh perspective on what you were doing before you went on vacation, because you come back, mindset's changed a little bit, a little decompressed or a lot decompressed. And, you know, I came back thinking about the understanding that as an entrepreneur or someone who wants to move forward in your career, right? Because you don't have to be like start a small business to be an entrepreneur. You can really have a lot of entrepreneurial tendencies even within your career, whatever your career is, right? Whether you're in insurance, whether you're in sales, healthcare, retail, fill in the blank, it doesn't matter. You can still have entrepreneurial tendencies and inclinations, which is really why a lot of businesses move forward, is because people have those inclinations. And the reason how that ties to what I'm talking about today is the fact that no one is going to do it for you. Now, I know that's not a blanket statement. For those of you who have maybe mothers or parents or spouses or significant others that kind of take care of you and do it for you, right? Which I think in most cases is unhealthy if they always do things for you. Not like nice things, but if they like do functional life things and you leave your home, maybe you can go to college and you've never done laundry and you've never done chores and you've never booked your own travel or whatever, fill in the blank. But in the working world and in the entrepreneurial world, in a world where you have to compete against other people for positions and promotions and advancements in your career, there's only one way that you can do that, and that's yourself. Because I cannot, as an employer, I cannot make somebody else want to do it. As an employer, I can't encourage you enough or tell you enough or want it for you enough to make you actually do it, to make you do the reading or do the education or learn about your craft or come and bring something new to the table that I didn't tell you to bring to the table. I can't make you do it. I just can't. And the people that don't take that initiative are actually going to get passed by a lot of people. And I think one of the saddest things is when people get passed by, right? Because other people are in the trenches and doing the work and they have the fire burning and they have the hustle to go get it and they have the speed and the urgency and the tenacity to do it. As the people who aren't willing to do that get passed by those people, and they will, and they do every day, the people who get passed often have this level of confusion and a lack of understanding on why they just got passed. Maybe they've been there longer. I just read an article in the Wall Street Journal, I think it was the Wall Street Journal, talking about companies are less and less taking the first in, last out approach to employment. Meaning if you were hired and you have more seniority and there has to be layoffs or cutbacks, then the most recent people hired are the ones that go. They don't do that anymore. They're not doing that anymore. And it's because businesses have to be more flexible and nimble because the environment seems to be changing faster than it ever has before. And in those scenarios, no one's going to do it for them. Right? The person that's been there for a while or was there first, guess what? If they're not doing the work, if they're not learning the skills, if they're not constantly contributing, guess what? Well, they're the one that goes because no one's going to do the work for them. No one's going to push. And you know what? Being confused on why you got let go or why it didn't work is the worst, because what it does is breed in you a sense of entitlement or a sense that you've been wronged. And what that pushes against is actually it pushes against the level of accountability that's actually good for you. The level of self-ownership that says, it's my fault I got let go. I didn't do the work. I didn't put in the hours. I didn't do the research or the studying or the asking of questions that was going to help me hedge against the things that I'm not good at so that I could then become better at them and then contribute. Not everybody can be great at everything, right? Some people, you watch them try to play drum set and you're like, that person was not intended to be a drummer. They don't have the natural skill and the swagger. But if they work really hard, they can keep a beat, right? But they'll just never have the swagger and the skill. That's how life is, right? So if you're willing to do the work to hedge against your weaknesses, right? So that you can lean into your strengths, do really great at those, and then also improve the things that, you need a little help on to be well-rounded. That's cool. But when you sit back and you wait and you find out the rest of the team is actually doing something and people are encouraging you to get better and you're not choosing to get better, the reality is no one can do it for you. No one's going to do it for you. People might empathize, right? Your friends might listen and they might nod their head and they might, man, that sucks. I can't believe they did that to you. They should understand that you're better. And guess what? Those are just friends. They're actually not doing you any favors. They could listen, they could ask questions, but they're gonna just naturally, because they care about you, right? They're going to justify your side of the story, and it's gonna make you believe a lie that you are doing enough. And you're probably not, which is why you got fired. I hope you didn't get fired. I hope you hear this podcast and that you change your behavior, or you realize, there are a couple things I probably should be paying attention to. And so all that being said, it's on my mind. It's fresh. It's something that I embody as an entrepreneur and as someone who wants to constantly improve, to always remember no one's going to do it for me and no one's going to do it for you, but hopefully together we can actually get better. And we can actually hedge against those things, and we can actually move forward and contribute to one another's lives. Thanks for spending a little time with me. I will see you next week.
We came to fight.